Hello everyone, welcome back to All Financial Discussion channel. For this video, I'd like to continue the discussion on CPF. This video, I'm going to highlight the key difference between BRS, FRS, and ERS versus Basic Standard and Escalating Plan. So in short, this BRS, FRS, and ERS, they are retirement sum, while this Basic Standard and Escalating, they are in fact plans. So this video, I will explain the key difference between these two sets of different data so that you will not mix up. So this will be the objective of this video. Let me explain the key difference between these two sets of data. In fact, will be the decision that you're going to make at the different age. For example, when you are actually at 55 years old, you need to decide which retirement sum is more suitable for you, whether it is BRS, FRS, or ERS. So for me, I have actually used this video to describe the key difference between these three retirement sum. So in short, okay, this retirement sum will decide how much money you will park into your RA account. Maybe for some, let's say SA is enough, SA will be transferred to your RA. But for some, let's say your SA is not enough, probably you need to make use of OA together with SA transfer to RA. So this is actually these different types of retirement sum. Next will be on the plans. So from here you can see that we have basic plan, we have standard plan, and we also have escalating plan. Like I mentioned earlier on, okay, basically you decide the pool of money that will be allocated to your RA. These three plans actually decide your money payout. This is from the CPF Life. From here you can see that there are actually three plans. For example, okay, under the basic plan, you can see that initially you will be able to receive higher money payout. But once after your RA is lower than 60K, you can see that your money payout actually start to reduce. As for standard plan, okay, in fact, this is actually the default plan. Like the retirement sum, okay, so this full retirement sum, in fact, will be the default retirement sum. While for the plan, the standard plan will be the default plan. So from here, you can see that your money payout remain constant throughout your lifetime. Next will be the escalating plan. So from here, you can see that for escalating plan, the money payout will be picked up in a linear basis. So later on, I will explain the key difference between these three plans. A simple diagram to conclude what I mentioned earlier on. When you are actually at the age of 55, you need to decide which retirement sum is more suitable for you. After that, when you are actually near 65 years old, then you need to decide the different plans, the escalating plan, standard plan, or the basic plan. So from here, you can see that regards the different types of retirement sum, you still need to make a decision when you are actually near 65 years old. You need to decide which plan is actually more suitable for you. Next, let me explain the key difference between these three types of plans. Let me just focus on the CPF Life Standard Plan first. Like I mentioned earlier on, this standard plan is in fact the default plan. So from this diagram here, you can see that you are able to receive a steady level of money payout throughout your lifetime. The key disadvantage is, touch wood, if anything happen to you, your next generation will only able to receive a smaller bequest. So this is actually the disadvantage of standard plan. Next, as inflation gradually increase the cost of everyday goods and service, your money payout may buy lesser over time, and you may need to adjust your lifestyle or reduce your spending. So in short, because of inflation, as you can see from here, you constantly receive the same amount of money payout. So therefore, at the near of your so-called lifetime, you may have some issue because of inflation. Next, CPF Life Basic Plan. So this is actually for the basic plan. So in fact, okay, they actually provide a lower money payout as compared to the standard pay for a start. Okay, in fact, they also receive a lower money payout. Okay, so this money payout, in fact, also gradually decrease once your CPF balance actually fall below 60K. Okay, so basically from here you can see that once below 60K, the payout start to reduce. However, okay, under this basic plan, you actually leave a larger bequest, which means that again, touch wood, anything happen to you, okay, your next generation will be able to have a larger bequest. Okay, why after 60K your money payout actually start to reduce? This is because okay, the extra interest that I actually earn on the first 60K, okay, of your CPF balance that is actually credit into your RA account, they will be also include in your money payout. Okay, because they actually also include the money payout to you. So therefore, after 60K, you can see that the money payout start to reduce. So this is why we have this basic plan. But okay, the key advantage is you are able to leave a larger bequest. However, like I mentioned earlier on, even for a start, the money payout is actually less than the standard plan. Next will be your CPF Life Escalating Plan. Okay, so if you still remember earlier on, I talked about inflation. Okay, for standard, okay, basically the payout is steady, constant. However, at the end of our lifetime, we may have some issue because of inflation. But over here, you can see that this life escalating plan, in fact, will be increased on our lifetime. So from here, you can see that, in fact, we are able to receive a larger payout at the end of our lifetime. So this is actually used to fight against inflation. Okay, so this CPF Life Escalating Plan, they actually provide money payout that start lower. Okay, so in fact, they actually pay out the lowest as compared to the other two. Okay, however, okay, they will slowly increase by 2% each year. Okay, so this annual increase actually help CPF member generally maintain their standard of living as price rise over time. Okay, so basically this is the key difference between these three different plans. Keep this in mind. This standard will be the default plan. Next, I'd like to highlight a very wrong concept from you guys. Okay, so basically, let's say I'm actually 65 years old now in the year of 2026. So therefore, like I mentioned earlier on, when I'm actually at 55 years old in 2016, I need to decide which retirement sum is actually more suitable for me. Let's say, okay, I choose this BRS. Okay, so basically at the year of 2016, I actually choose this BRS. And over here, you can see that I must allocate 80.5K into my RA account. So therefore, at the year of 2026, I'm able to receive a money payout from the different plans. So from here, you can see that under the different plans, in fact, I actually can receive different types of money payout. So like I mentioned earlier on, when you are actually near 65 years old, you need to decide which plan is in fact more suitable for you. Later on, okay, I will explain this in more detail. So let me continue the so-called misconcept by you guys. So this is actually the retirement sum at the year of 2016. So now let me go through the retirement sum at the year of 2026. So if you compare these two tables, okay, you can see that the numbers are totally different. So basically, this is for people that is actually 55 years old in 2016. You can see that, let's say for this BRS, you can see that the amount that you actually park into RA need to be at 80.5K. Wow, for the retirement sum at the year of 2026, you can see that, okay, in order for you to under this basic retirement sum, you need to park 110.2K into your RA account, then you are able to receive your money payout. So over here, you can see that, in fact, your money payout is also different. Okay, so as compared to the retirement sum at the year of 2016, I like to highlight this. So for example, for some, okay, when you are actually at 55 years old, you need to choose the retirement sum. And for some, you actually thought that you are able to receive the money payout, okay, based on this chart. Okay, so this is actually wrong. So when you are actually at the age of 55 years old, okay, based on the amount that you actually park into your RA account, this will be your money payout. You should not refer, okay, for people that is actually at 55 years old in 2026, okay, you should not refer to this table for your money payout. Okay, let's say that you are actually 65 years old in 2026. You should not refer to this table. Okay, so this is actually one wrong concept by you guys. Let me make use of this chart to further explain on your RA account. So this is what I meant. So at the age of 55 years old, okay, let's say you park under the RA account with this amount, 110.2K into your RA account. So when you are actually at 65 years old, okay, this amount of money actually earn you interest. So for example, okay, let's just factor in the interest rate of 6% per year. So therefore, when you actually at 65 years old, the money inside your RA account, in fact, grow. They grow from 110.2K to roughly around 170K. So basically, this is the advantage of compound interest. A quick disclaimer, this is not a financial advice. Please conduct your own independent research and consult a professional if needed. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. With this, we are ready to kickstart today's discussion. But before that, I'd like to urge you guys to help me by like this video. Guys, if you have learned something from this video, urge you to help me by like this video. Guys, it's free. Help me. Press the like button now. For those who are new to this channel, and if you want to support me, please consider to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Once again, thank you so much for strong support. Next, I like to focus, okay, on my discussion on the different plans, basic, standard, and escalating. So in order to make my numbers fair, okay, so let's say that I'm actually 55 years old at the year of 2026, and let's say I choose this basic retirement sum. So therefore, I must allocate 110.2K at my RA account. With this, I will be able to receive a money payout when I'm actually at 65 years old, which means that at the year of 2036. How much to receive this table actually indicate? So from here, you can see that these are the three different plans: standard, basic, and escalating. So this column here show the amount that you are able to receive in a money basis until you pass on. So for example, over here, for standard, in fact, you are able to receive the highest money payout as compared to the other two. So this is in fact the biggest advantage. You are able to receive a very constant 950 per month in a constant manner until you pass on. Next will be the basic. If you still remember, for basic, they actually pay up higher, and after that 60K, the amount actually will be reduced gradually. So basically, for a start, you are able to receive 890 per month. Okay, so if you compare against standard, you can see that you actually receive a lower money payout under this basic plan. Okay, so basically, this is the comment. The lower starting payout as compared to standard plan. So if let's say your RA account actually fall below 60K, your payout will reduce gradually. Okay, so basically you can see from here, your payout will reduce gradually until 810 per month as a money payout. Next will be for escalating. Okay, so basically for escalating, which means that for a start, you actually receive lower money payout. So basically, this is actually the lowest. Okay, for basic, for a start, you actually can receive 890 per month. But for escalating, okay, from here you can see that for a start, I'm able to receive just $820 per month under this money payout. Okay, so from here, the advantage is every year, okay, of your lifetime, the amount will be actually increased by 2%. So basically, this amount will be increased, okay, every year. Okay, and let's say for this amount of money is roughly about roughly about 90 years old. Okay, you are able to receive 1.3K, roughly around there. So basically, this is actually the key difference for the different plans. So over here, okay, you can see that the amount of money payout will be different. So based on this scenario, okay, you can decide which is actually more suitable for you. More detailed numbers, okay, regards on the different plans, basic, standard, and also escalating plan, so that you can make your decision. Keep this in mind. Basically, these are, for example, for my scenario, let's say I'm actually 55 years old at the year of 2026. I need to park 110.2K under my RA account so that I'm able to fulfill the condition of BRS. So when I'm actually at 65 years old, which is 2026, I will be able to receive the different payout as you can see from here. Keep this in mind, okay, this table here is for a meal and the figure are just estimate. Okay, in fact, this is not a guaranteed payout. Okay, so basically this is roughly the indicative number. Okay, please don't hold me responsible on the numbers. It's just some form of indicative so that you can make your decision whether basic, standard, or escalating plan is more suitable from you. So like I mentioned earlier on, okay, for standard plan, you can see that the number remain constant. As for basic plan, you can see that initially you are able to receive a higher money payout. So after, let's say, your 60K inside your RA, you can see that your money start to drop up to around 810 per month you actually can receive under this basic plan. As for escalating plan, in fact, you can see from here, you actually start off with the lowest money payout, but gradually over time, every year, okay, you actually will have an increment of 2% in order for you to fight against inflation. Okay, basically, this will be so-called the key difference between these three different plans: basic, standard, and escalating plan. Let me draw a conclusion on the different plan. Sorry for being so low-so. Okay, so for basic plan, okay, they actually start with a reasonable payout. They are definitely not the highest. Standard will be the highest, followed by basic, followed by escalating plan for a start. Okay, so basically, for example, for basic, they actually start with a reasonable payout. However, they will slowly, gradually decrease over time after 60K inside your RA. Okay, because the payout initially come from your RA account and the extra CPF Life actually fall as your balance decline. So basically, after age 90, your payout actually continue for life from the CPF Life Premium. Okay, so basically, this is for the basic plan. Next will be for the standard plan. Okay, so this is actually the default plan. This actually provide the highest steady payout from the start. So from the start until the end, you are able to receive a very constant money payout. Okay, so basically this is for the standard plan. Next will be the escalating plan. Okay, so in fact, they actually start with the lowest as compared to basic and also standard. However, every year, okay, they will be increased by 2%. So after about 12 to 15 years, okay, this scheme may in fact overtake the standard plan, helping to offset the inflation. So basically, this is actually a simple comparison between the three plans: basic, standard, and escalating plans. This will be my last two slides. If you still remember earlier on, I actually select BRS when I'm actually at 55 years old at the year of 2026. So this table here show that, for example, if you have chosen this full retirement sum FRS, this will be the amount that you need to allocate, okay, in the RA account at the year of 2026 when you are actually at 55 years old. Okay, I don't want to go in deep detail, but this will be so-called some form of indicative money payout under the basic under the standard and also under the escalating plan when you actually choose the full retirement sum. Next will be the enhanced retirement sum. And again, you can see that in fact, you need to put more money into your RA account. However, okay, the money payout is definitely the most attractive as compared to the other two schemes. And again, based on the different plan, you can see that you are able to receive different money payout. Again, okay, I need you guys to understand your spending culture. So based on your spending culture, based on your need, okay, basically one of the plan will be more suitable for you. With this, I'd like to end my discussion. Please help me to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Once again, thank you so much for strong support. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye for now. Thank you so much.